If you're new to my channel, then welcome, but you won't yet know that I absolutely love the DJI Pocket 2. I use it the majority of the time for most of my filming situations when I'm filming behind the scenes or vlogging, and recently I shared a video of 4 reasons why I would choose the Pocket 2 over the Hero 10, because I do think it's better for certain filming situations. So that being said, there are times when I ditch the Pocket 2 in favour of the Hero 10, so in this video I'm going to tell you 4 reasons why I do that. So the first thing is POV and action shots with the Hero 10. It's so much easier to mount the Hero 10 to anything, and one of the main reasons that I like using it is because I can use this bike mount. So when I am doing BTS or I just want some POV shots, I can quickly put the Hero 10 in my mouth and get those shots. I'm looking around at what I'm doing, so it's picking up everything that I'm doing, and it's just a really good way of getting those POV shots, as well as having the head strap. I don't mind looking a bit stupid sometimes if I want to put it on my head and have my hands completely free as well, whilst also talking. So the head strap is also really great, and it's one of the reasons that I really like using the Hero 10, and I've used it like that a lot. So the other thing with the Hero 10 and mounting it is I have this Peak Design capture clip on my backpack. So it means that I can put a specific mount on the bottom of the Hero 10 and then attach that to my backpack, and I can just have it there. And also, again, another hands-free way of capturing stuff, POV shots, as I'm doing stuff. So yeah, the POV and action shots are great with the Hero 10. So the other reason is because of how rugged it is, and it is an action camera, so you can literally not be so fragile with it. The Pocket 2 is very fragile in terms of its gimbal, so I wouldn't drop it, and if I did drop it, I'd be very worried that I'd broken it. Whereas with the Hero 10, you can literally toss it across the street, it'd be absolutely fine most of the time, I'm sure. Haven't tried it, don't do that, but just saying. So yeah, very rugged. And also, so I went to the beach a little while ago, and I also went paddleboarding in the lake, and obviously there was no way I was going to take my Pocket 2, so in that scenario the Hero 10 completely wins out. So that leads me on to the next bit. So as I said, I went to the lake and didn't bother taking the Pocket 2 because I wanted to attach the Hero 10 to my board. So with the Pocket 2, there is a dive case that you can get for it, a waterproof case, but honestly, I'm not about to faff around with a case. When I've got a Hero 10 which I can just put in the water, I don't need a case unless I'm going deeper than, I can't remember, put it on the screen. But as it is, just like this, it doesn't need a case. All you need to do is attach a mount to the bottom, put it on the board or whatever you're doing, or a floaty, and it's good to go. So again, perfect scenario for using the Hero 10, and one of the scenarios where I would obviously choose that over the Pocket 2. Now the last reason, which isn't really a massive deal, but just something which just makes it a little bit easier to use, is the fact that the Hero 10 has batteries that you can swap. So the Pocket 2 just has an inbuilt battery, so if it dies, it's dead, and you have to charge it up with an external power pack if you have one. Whereas with the Hero 10, you've just got batteries that you can remove and swap, so you can get as many batteries as you want to film all day, and it just makes it easier when you just want to swap out batteries and do that. So if you watched the previous video or you haven't seen it, I will link to it at the end of this video, but it just kind of highlights the pros and cons between both, and also highlights the fact that cameras are tools. So if you want a specific tool for the job, then you choose a specific camera. So there's not ever going to be one camera that does everything perfectly. But I will say in this scenario that if you are looking for a camera where you do need it to be kind of an all-rounder, the Hero 10 is definitely that camera. So if you want to vlog with it, if you want to do POV shots, if you want to go underwater with it, if you want to do action sports with it, you want to mount it on stuff, then obviously if you had the budget for just one of these cameras, the Hero 10 is going to win hands down. But if all you're doing is vlogging, literally just talking to the camera, walking around, you want to catch a few B-roll shots, then I 100% recommend the Pocket 2 because it is great, and the image quality, the video quality is awesome. So again, like I said, depends on what you want to film. Each camera has its pros and cons, and you just got to pick the right tool for the job. So let me know in the comments below if you have either of these cameras, and let us know what you really like about them, what you don't like about them. And if you are trying to decide which one to get, then I hope this video and the previous video helps you out a little bit. And if you have any questions or you want to ask me anything, then just drop them in the comments. Hope it was useful. Thanks for watching, and catch you next time. I thought I wasn't recording on my mic, but I am. It's all good.